Welcome to English 30 Days. Improve your English listening and speaking with simple daily practice. Listen, learn, and speak English with confidence. Let's start today's lesson. The Life of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, a documentary story. More than 14 centuries ago, in the heart of the Arabian desert, a child was born who would change the direction of human history. That child was Prophet Muhammad, peace and blessings be upon him. He was born in the ancient city of Mecca, a place known for trade, culture, and pilgrimage. But during that time, society was facing deep moral darkness. People worshipped idols, tribal conflicts were common, and injustice was everywhere. The strong dominated the weak, and many cruel customs existed. Among the most heartbreaking traditions was the burial of baby girls alive, simply because some families believed daughters were a burden. It was a world that had lost its moral direction. It was in this environment that Allah chose a man who would bring guidance, compassion, and justice back to humanity. Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, was born in the year 570 CE, a year remembered in history as the Year of the Elephant. During that year, a powerful ruler named Abraha attempted to attack the sacred sanctuary of the Kaaba with an army that included elephants. According to Islamic tradition, Allah protected the Kaaba by sending flocks of birds carrying stones that destroyed the invading army. Soon after this remarkable event, the child Muhammad was born. However, his life began with hardship. His father, Abdullah ibn Abd al-Muttalib, had passed away before he was born. This meant that from the moment he entered the world, he was already an orphan. His mother, Amina bint Wahb, cared for him with great love and tenderness. But destiny had more challenges ahead. When Muhammad was still a baby, he was sent to live with a Bedouin family in the desert, as was the custom of the time. There he was raised by a kind woman named Halima al-Sa'diyah. Halima later recalled that after the baby Muhammad came into her home, blessings began to appear in their lives. Their animals produced more milk, and their difficult life slowly became easier. Many people later believed these were signs of the special future awaiting the child. When Muhammad reached the age of 6, tragedy struck again. His beloved mother Amina passed away during a journey. At such a young age, he experienced the pain of losing both parents. After this loss, his grandfather, Abd al-Muttalib, took him into his care. The elderly leader of the Quraysh tribe loved the boy deeply and often kept him close by his side. But sadly, only 2 years later, his grandfather also passed away. Now the young Muhammad was once again left without parents or guardians. He was then raised by his uncle, Abu Talib. Although Abu Talib was not wealthy, he treated Muhammad like his own son and supported him with great affection. As a young boy, Muhammad worked as a shepherd. This simple job taught him patience, responsibility, and compassion for living creatures. Many prophets throughout history also worked as shepherds, learning leadership and care through the quiet responsibility of guiding animals. As Muhammad grew older, people in Mecca began to notice something remarkable about his character. He was honest. He was kind. He never lied, cheated, or harmed others. Because of his honesty and reliability, the people of Mecca gave him a title, Al-Amin, which means, the Trustworthy. This reputation spread throughout the city. One day, a respected and wealthy businesswoman named Khadija bint Khuwaylid heard about his honesty. She was searching for someone trustworthy to manage her trade caravans. She decided to hire Muhammad to lead one of her trading journeys to Syria. Muhammad carried out the responsibility with great integrity and success. When the caravan returned, Khadija heard many stories about his honesty, fairness, and noble character. Impressed by his personality, she later proposed marriage to him. At the time, Muhammad was 25 years old, while Khadija was 40. Their marriage became one of the most beautiful partnerships in history. Khadijah supported him with love, wisdom, and loyalty. She would later play a crucial role during the most difficult moments of his life. For many years, Muhammad lived peacefully in Mecca as a respected merchant and family man. However, he often felt troubled by the corruption and injustice he saw in society. He disliked the idol worship and the cruelty practiced by many tribes. Seeking peace and reflection, he began spending time alone in a mountain cave known as the Cave of Hira. There, he would meditate and pray, searching for truth. One night, when Muhammad was 40 years old, an extraordinary event took place. While he was alone in the cave, an angel suddenly appeared before him. It was the angel Gabriel. The angel commanded him, "Read." Muhammad replied that he could not read. The command came again, and then the first verses of Revelation were delivered to him. These verses would later become part of the holy book known as the Quran. This moment marked the beginning of his mission as the final messenger of God. Shaken and overwhelmed, Muhammad hurried home and told Khadijah what had happened. She comforted him and assured him that Allah would never abandon a man of such noble character. Khadijah became the first person to accept Islam. Slowly, Muhammad began sharing the message of monotheism with others. He called people to worship only one God and to abandon idol worship. But the leaders of Mecca strongly opposed him. They feared that his teachings would threaten their power and traditions. As a result, the early Muslims faced severe persecution. Some were tortured, some were imprisoned, and others were even killed. Despite this suffering, Prophet Muhammad remained patient and compassionate. He continued to preach peace, justice, and mercy. Eventually, the situation became so dangerous that the Muslims were forced to leave Mecca. In the year 622 CE, Muhammad and his followers migrated to the city of Medina. This historic journey became known as the Hijra. The Hijra marked the beginning of a new chapter in Islamic history and later became the starting point of the Islamic calendar. In Medina, Prophet Muhammad established a new community based on justice, cooperation, and faith. He created agreements between different tribes and religions, promoting peaceful coexistence. Under his leadership, the Muslim community grew stronger. Years later, Prophet Muhammad returned to Mecca with a large number of followers. Instead of seeking revenge against those who had persecuted him, he forgave them. This act of mercy amazed many people and led countless individuals to embrace Islam. During this peaceful return, the idols surrounding the Kaaba were removed, and the city was once again dedicated to the worship of one God. In his final year, Prophet Muhammad delivered a powerful speech known as the Farewell Sermon. In this sermon, he reminded humanity that all people are equal regardless of race or background. He emphasized justice, kindness, and the importance of treating women and families with respect. Shortly after delivering this message, Prophet Muhammad passed away in the year 632 CE in Medina. Although his life had come to an end, his message continued to spread across the world. Today, more than 1 billion people follow the teachings of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH. His life remains